This week on Pole House by Pot Weekend Getaways, we head out of state. Well, honey, we're in Illinois.
Yep, it's across the Mississippi.
We spend one night in Indiana before we reach the shores of the Great Lakes. Chickpea Curry is on the menu and so much more, so stick around.
I think they're done, hon.
We have officially left the state of Missouri. First stop. Well, honey, we're in Illinois.
Yep, it's across the Mississippi. Well, good morning. Yeah, good morning. We have, let's see, it's actually Monday morning. We left.
We left Missouri, made it all the way through Illinois, which we got video of going to Illinois. And then Google took us on a really interesting ride. We wound up in several country roads.
Getting here, trying to come to.
And it didn't actually say you're entering Indiana.
The sign didn't.
But Google did
says, that we were actually in there. So we ended up driving. We didn't leave Fayette
until noon.
A little after noon. And then we drove 430 miles over here. So it was a little bit longer than we wanted to drive, but it was like 9:30.
We are at an Indiana state park called Tippecanoe.
Tippecanoe River State Park, yeah.
It's really cool. Lots of shade.
Yeah, it's a kind of set up a lot like Missouri State Parks, it seems like.
One thing that's totally different is they put the number of the campsites on the road.
Yeah, that worked out really handy when we were driving in here at night. We could see pretty easy instead of having to kind of stop and slow down and look on the post like in Missouri State Parks. But I think it's a 30 amp campsite. And
we didn't use it though. We just parked and went to sleep.
Didn't even have to. We found a good enough spot where we didn't even have to unhook. But yeah, it's nice. Got about over 100 campsites in this campground. And then there's another campground. I think there's a horse camp.
Yeah, we didn't even look at that. We're not going to show you much video of this.
And then nice restroom, shower house, of course. And let's see, the water is kind of spread out, in bibs like Missouri, different areas. So we'll get a little footage of it driving out of here. So, okay. Well, we're going to keep on heading north. And we're going to try to make it to Holland today. Holland, Michigan, that is. And it's kind of pretty close to the, on the west side. We'll stay on the west side of Michigan through the next couple of days. And Holland should be kind of right there close to Lake Michigan. So it's supposed to be a pretty good, a tourist trap. So we'll see if we can get up there and probably spend the night there. So, well, okay, we're heading out here and we'll see you on the way. Well, we have arrived in Holland, Michigan.
We are in Michigan officially.
That's right. We are at the Holland State Park. Which is right here. Well, we're just maybe half mile off the shore.
Yeah.
But there's actually 3 different campgrounds here. We're kind of on the one furthest from it because it's kind of, camp host said it's less sand. It's also, not that we need shade today, but because we're talking about maybe a chance of rain, but this would be the one if you want more of the shade. And it's the Pines Loops. So
on Lake, well, I'll put it below.
I think it's Lake Makatawa Campground.
Yes.
And then over, there's 2 of them here. That is the Pines Loops, and then another one which
Woodstock
is the
Loops.
Woodstock Loops. And then also
they have the beach campground.
Yeah, and they said I think it's paved, but it's also got more sand on it than it does pavement. So lady says, well, if it's very windy, you want to be able to, it's kind of like a sand blaster with the camp host.
I don't want to be sand
So we're actually in lot 69 here, and there's actually almost 400 sites total.
395
state park. Yeah, there's lots. It's pretty nice though.
Now Holland is well known for its Dutch ancestry, right?
Yeah, I think it's a little Dutch area too. We might try to
and
go
there's
visit in a minute.
lighthouse. It's called the Red Something Lighthouse.
Yeah, we'll check that out here in a minute.
It's called the Big Red Lighthouse.
That's a pretty creative name.
Yeah, it is.
So we're gonna go check that out here in a bit. And
we're gonna get something to eat for lunch.
Yeah, late lunch. We had a big breakfast. We're gonna decide whether to do a Dutch oven demo tonight or tomorrow night, but the weather forecast looks like
rain.
50-60% chance of rain tonight. Not much tomorrow night, so we're gonna probably Dutch oven cook for you tomorrow night, and then just eat something, not on camera, cook something for our own self tonight. So.
Yep.
Okay, we'll see you here in a bit.
Well, what do you think, hon?
Pretty impressive.
Them white caps are bad.
Yeah.
They got people out there windsurfing.
Yeah, at their own risk.
Yeah, it's a red flag warning, so.
Yeah. No, the pros, you see at St. Pete go back and forth like crazy.
Let's see, we're gonna attempt to try this Lake Town Township Beach Park. About 10 miles from where we were camping, and here's where we're at. Those are the stairs going up.
You about need snowshoes.
You are, you ain't kidding. Don't know what's gonna be like. All right, we'll try it and see. Well, I've made it to the end of the road, almost. And as I go down a steep road, steep path over there and all the way down to the beach. Or if I go back, I can show it to you. And you can't really see it on the camera, but you gotta go up this steep path up to the top of the rest of the dune and then hit the stairs to go back on these stairs here that we can see back over here. Right over there. I don't think we're gonna make it that far. I'll try.
Well, dear, was it worth it?
Oh, I didn't make it to the very top, but you have to be able to get to the stairs. Probably been better if I'd gone all around, and you could probably go all the way down the dunes and walk across the beach, maybe, I don't know. Then go back up the stairs and then come back down the other way. I didn't try it. It's a pretty rough, pretty big sand dune.
Yep. Well, you think we ought to head down?
Yep, gotta head back down.
All right.
Ready?
No. I guess I'll have to be.
All right, you go first. I'll follow you.
Yeah, if I fall, I don't have to worry about you catching me at the bottom.
Well, we made it back to solid ground. That was a pretty good, beautiful. It would be a beautiful spot to come up here and sit up on top of there for sunset. But I don't know if we're even going to have any sunset. It's still mostly cloudy, but
All right.
it's a pretty good place. But boy, it's a pretty good.
Let's go back to camp.
Used to, and it's pretty good route.
Yes,
But it's beautiful up there, though. All right, yep, we're heading back to camp.
I'm pouring it out. There's one. See how bad this one is. Oh yeah, it's just as bad.
Yep, plenty of sand. The next morning, we leave Holland State Park and continue our adventure north to Traverse City, Michigan. Well, welcome to our lunch time. Time to cook some lunch. I said late lunch.
It's going to be a lupper, but
yeah.
Anyhow.
We're doing a recipe that
was inspired by another YouTubers that we watch. I think it was.
Well, we saw Karen Nate.
I think that's
made
who
it,
first
but
saw
I think
it.
they might have
Stolen it from someplace else.
Yeah.
But we've made it our own. It's a chickpea curry, but ours has got chicken in it.
Yeah.
Now, Eamon and Beck, and most of the time Karen and Nate are both vegan or vegetarian.
Yeah, I think
we are not.
Yeah.
So we are adding meat to it. So
it could be a vegan dish if you leave the chicken out. Everything else will make it vegan. But
now this is a very quick and easy meal.
That's why we're doing it for lunch.
Now, like Wade said, we're in Traverse City. The things that we've done for Tuesday are going to be on next week's video. We did a couple of neat things, so come back next week.
We got a little bit out of order because we wanted to do this for supper last night, but the weather, the weather looked like it was going to rain. Didn't rain much at all, but anyway, it worked out.
And we still need to eat, so
that's right.
We're just trading it up a bit. So anyways, we're going to get to cooking.
All right, we'll be right back.
Okay, like I said, this is a real easy meal. Oh, you know, it would help if we turned on the LP. Now, the first step on the recipe we had said to fry the chickpeas, garbanzo beans.
Yeah.
Now, this is what hummus is made from. But I don't fry it.
I don't know. It doesn't have a lot of, well, like any bean or legume, it's got a lot of protein in it.
Yes.
And it's pretty good for you.
Yeah, it is.
So
I put those in there, and 1 can of coconut milk. Now, this is not the sweetened condensed kind.
no, it's different.
That came out pretty prolifically. That can's been in our camper for a while. And then, it calls for curry powder, which is all right. You can use curry powder.
But
I buy this stuff. Wade, we have a Chinese market.
Oriental.
We buy it Oriental. We buy it like this.
Close to home.
It's got all kinds of yummy goodness.
This is the yellow curry paste.
There's red, which is good for red meats, and then a green that one of these days I'm gonna fix chicken curry on this channel. I just love that.
And this yellow's pretty good also for this one.
This is a spicy dish, but it's not with this curry paste. This curry paste is not hard on it.
Is it a little spicy though?
No, it is not spicy at all.
The yellow?
The yellow is not spicy
the yellow's
at all.
not, but the others.
The green is, and so's the red.
Okay.
The yellow is
I
not.
thought the yellow had a little spice to it too. I'm
No.
wrong. Well, you're gonna make it a little bit spicy.
Yes, I am, because I'm adding red pepper flakes. Actually, ground red pepper.
Okay.
I forgot to put the red pepper flakes in. Ooh, that's hot. It's hot on the fingers. Okay, let me turn that down just a smidgen. Because that's already starting to boil. Now, now you're going to use as much of this to taste. I wouldn't put much more than that in there until you've tasted
Probably what,
it.
half a teaspoon maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
And then I'm putting, juice and all, 1 can of chicken.
And you could use whatever kind of chicken, of course, that you like.
Or you could leave it out
Yeah.
completely.
If you had some, rotisserie or whatever left over.
And guess what? You bring this up and you let it simmer until it's your desired thickness. And you let it go. So we'll be back when it's closer to being done. Well, honey, better come in here and look at this. It's only been simmering about 20 minutes. See how thick it is already? Yeah, it smells good too. I wish I would smell it in here. So we're gonna go ahead and eat. Now, you can serve this with rice. I'm not doing that because rice is really bad on diabetic. Or you could eat it with naan bread. And I add peanuts to mine because it just gives it a little something extra. You don't have to. The recipe didn't call for it. So, and it's kind of like a soup. Well, honey, are you going to come try this?
Yep. Let's try it.
Oh yeah, it's got enough, I think. It's not going to come right out and grab you right away. It's going to be on the tail end.
That's a good thing about eating these kind of dishes.
And it didn't need any extra salt with the chicken in it. We didn't add any salt to it. So that about does it for this weekend getaway. We hope you liked our travels up and
So
into
far, yeah.
Wisconsin.
Nope, really,
Or Wisconsin, Michigan.
Up in
I've been doing
Michigan.
that a lot lately. If you like this video, please like with the thumbs up. Share us on Facebook or Instagram. And subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you for watching.
Yeah, and we'll see you next week. We're actually going to make it to Tippecanoe City.
Next time on Pole House Black Pot Weekend Getaways, we take a very iconic drive. Watch the sun go down on Sleeping Bear Dunes. Visit the almost forgotten Fish Town. And arrive at our end destination.